Hello, bad wolves. So now we're getting discussion going, which is great because it means we can interact between our own videos, but it's a hard subject today. Socialism and effects of the media. Now, I had no idea what socialism was, but after some Googling, I found a vague definition, so this could be wrong, but there you go. It's vaguely similar to communism, as in dividing everything around between all of the people in the world. That's very heavy-handed way of doing it. Now, I learned about communism when I was very young, and the concept of it intrigued me because it made so much sense, you know, you've got poor people, you've got rich people, you've got people in the middle. Why not just take everything, separate it out amongst all sorts of people? But then, yeah, you're finding a real kind of problem here. Should a brain surgeon be paid as much as the guy who works in the co-op? Should he? I'm not saying he shouldn't, but should he? I don't watch the news. I don't read newspapers. I don't tend to have opinions on these kind of things, so this is going to be an interesting video for me. But I don't think socialism, communism, or whatever works. I don't think it should work. I don't think we should do it. It's proven not to work, and it makes sense in theory. In practice, not so much. As for the effects of media, this kind of hits home very much with us because it's our kind of generation, especially with me, because I want to work in media. I want to be specifically film or television, and yeah, it's such a broad thing, though, the effects of media on us. You know, it affects us, my generation, your generation, probably, if you're watching this, hugely, you know, emotionally, sexually, in fact, it even changes the kind of biology of us in some ways. You know, attention spans are getting so short these days. I mean, if you haven't already clicked off this video, you've at least clicked onto another window, probably, or gone to Tumblr or something like that. Something that just feeds that over and over again. Social networks are bad for us. Essentially, Facebook may be good, you know, for keeping contact with people and then sharing media to do with your own life, but it's not good. I mean, I go on Facebook at least daily, at least twice a day, depending on, like, I'm not even sure whether they can be counted as 2 trips because I will click off it and click back onto it 3 minutes later. And that's a form of media, I suppose, and there's the whole thing of magazines and films. Women, like people, the women on this channel, or the women watching this channel, whatever. Do you feel affected by media? Do you feel that you know, the whole kind of you need to be thin kind of thing, or you need to be attractive in any way? I mean, I personally am not affected by that because I'm male. I don't think that really happens with men. You know, there are attractive men plastered everywhere, but look at me, and I have no need to change the way I look. It's such a broad subject, and I've only really skimmed over it. But yeah, it's hard for me because I'm pretty ignorant, and I don't read newspapers or anything like that, so I can't really pull from my own experience either, so, yeah, that's just kind of how I react to that subject. So, see you next week, bad wolves.